Hi guys, I got myself another idea, another what if that I would like a video about. First of all, let me start with saying don't dual boot. And that's gonna be the topic of the video. I'm gonna dual boot, right? But don't. It makes life complicated. Buy a bay. If you have a desktop, it's super easy, 50 euros maybe max, and you have this thing that pops in, pops out, SSDs. Great. That's the first thing. Don't. Second thing, watch Calamares videos, right? Control F. Yes, I'm gonna go for a Windows installation today. First install Windows, then Linux. Change the default boot, so normally Linux will be the first. You don't want that because, hey, school, university, work, right? Windows first, and if you have got time, you boot into Linux. First install Windows, then Linux, then replace Linux again. Install Windows on one hard disk and install Linux on the other, if you got two. Again, with desktops, super easy. You have space enough, right? Empty space, a second hard disk. This video will be install Windows on one hard disk, and it will be different from these guys above. That's we're gonna make a separate UEFI partition, not in the beginning and then Windows, but in the beginning we keep away from the UEFI boot partition for Windows and make our own for Linux somewhere behind Windows. Okay, that's the fun. Oh, we shouldn't have done that because we need the browser, right? Microsoft Windows download 11 and then download. There he is. Let's see. Problem is that we need probably an executable, right? We have to make it, download it. Haha, we can download here an ISO, cool, and download. It's gonna say you're on Linux. What are you doing? Why are you losing Linux? Okay, international. Okay, and let's confirm and see if we got ourselves an ISO. Download. Okay, we're good to go. Windows 11, 22, second half, right? That's that. We need a very big machine. Archcraft can go, remove, delete all files. Video about a very old ArcoLinux can go. This remove can go. So let's clean up some stuff, and voila. And then we're gonna make a new guy. We're not gonna use the templates. I'm gonna make an actually completely new big Windows thingy. So Windows 11 big. So Microsoft Windows 11, 64 bits. Next. Enough stuff. Next. Create. Next. 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 And here it is, right? How much space do I have left? I have 1 terabyte left. Okay. Let's take 200 gigabytes in. After this video, it's deleted, right? Create. 200 gigabyte seems like a normal amount for an SSD, and minimal is 250 or something. That's gonna be good enough. Hopefully. Do we have the ISO? 26, 25, 24, 20 seconds left. Let's pause a bit. All right. It's downloaded. So I've got myself somewhere in the Windows department here. English International x64. Okay. Start. Oh, I forgot again. I forgot it again. What I need to do is go to another screen. Super Control T was it? P kill capital letter VirtualBox. I've killed VirtualBox. And I forgot one thing. I always forget to do that. on the tiling window manager. It matters not on yours probably, but it matters that this one has this gone. Okay, and then we start, and then we do this. Press any key quickly, and then we boot up. I'll just keep it in English, right? Just let me have my Belgian keyboard, please. Otherwise, I'm gonna be rubbish in typing, and that's the period for us. Belgian French, no, the period is a little bit higher. This one. Time currency, well, good. I'll delete you. Anyway. So first we set everything up. We don't have a product key. Next. Sorry, I don't have a product key. And then choose the one you do have a product key for, or just say whatever and go for it. Doesn't meet the minimum system. I was thinking, would it be possible? So this PC can't run Windows 11, so the VirtualBox machine thingy. Let's see if it all is the same. Probably. Shall we attempt to have a look at a page somewhere? VirtualBox, install Windows 11. And that's it. Geek Flare. Better say that on Linux. That's the other way around. I want to install Windows 11 on VirtualBox, sure. This is from Oracle itself, so maybe. This guide has been tested and verified both macOS as well Linux hosts. This to address a reported issue could not be installed as VirtualBox VM. Okay, got it. UEFI. Check. Check. Yep, UEFI. What else? 2 CPUs, got that. Storage. I have 200, got it. Screen. Enable 3D. Nope, normally I don't enable that. So are they saying I should enable it? So first of all, close. Power off. Okay. Reload settings. This one enabled, they say. I can take a little bit more. Okay. What else? Okay, it says then everything should be okay. Let's see if we did not miss anything. 4 gigabytes. That one. I have enough gigabyte for sure. Oh, my mistake. Forgot the tab. Sorry, my friend. And this one as well. Okay. Good, now we know what happens. if things go south. And we found a tutorial. That's what you do. Look around, get the knowledge. Let's see. All the way up. This is faster. Belgium. Period. Next. Install now. I don't have a product key. Still don't. Home or whatever. Busy doesn't meet the minimum. What? Back to square one. Up, close. Video memory. I have no clue what's miss. What's wrong, Mrs. Dutch? What's wrong? This we don't need, this we need. This is not normal. Press Shift F10 on your keyboard the same time to launch. Type regedit and then press Enter to launch. Oh my god. Hooky. we did a few things. Not okay. Let's see. This is technical. I'm gonna put the other screen. I'm gonna put number 4 on screen 2. Voila. Why is this? Why is life so difficult, right? Why is it this hard to install Windows 11? I don't have a product key. Sure. Let's see. First we read, then we act. With those configuration options virtually, we then install the screen. You see the installation button. Click next to show up install now. The question is, it's this one? And then Shift F10. F10 is this. Type regedit. Okay. Scrolling down. When navigate to the local system. Local machine. There you are. Local machine. System. Setup. And then right click on the setup key. This one. Right click on the setup key. Okay. New key. When prompted, we call it lab config. And select there, probably in here, new, not key, but D word. Okay. And create a value named by pass tpm check. And set its data to 1. And set its data to 1, modify 1. Okay. With the same steps, create bypass RAM check and bypass, voila. What did I start? New. No. So with a word. So words. Next one is called by. Make sure you type exactly the same thing. Big letters, capital things. Modify 1, go. And another one. New word. This time it's called by pass secure boot check as well, of course. Forget about secure boot check, man. Don't need it. Modify 1. This is fun. This is nerdy, geeky. So it looks like the following image, and yes, did it. It looks like the following image. With those 3 values configured on the lab config key, close the registry editor. Close. Is that exit? And then type exit in the command prompt, followed by enter to close the window. You can now click on the install now button. So I guess I need to go here. Yay, success. So install Windows only, always do this one. Et voila. Hey, wow. So this was a good page for sure. So take a look. blogs.oracle.com, virtualization post install Microsoft Windows 11 on VirtualBox. How did I find it? By typing in VirtualBox install Windows 11 Linux, right? That's how. Well, it has been doing all kinds of things already, and I just decided to put the recording back on. Is this the right country or region? Duh. Nope. Belgium is better. Yes. The right keyboard? Obviously not. Period is the one. Skip, yes. Checking for updates. I would appreciate not doing any updates, but there was no choice there. Test. Beautiful name. So there is this UEFI. In just a moment. Yes. Depends how long a moment is, of course. Maybe it's different in every on the language, but moments take a while. All things with one account. Can I get rid of this? Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Sign in options. Create one, no account. Sign in with security key. Sign in. I want to get out of here. Right? Don't want to sign in. There was a way how to do that in the past. It's still there. This option. But accessibility and volume. Forgot my username. Nope. I'm not gonna use my account. That's something else. And then we have to have something there. Other ways to sign in. Nope. No account, create one, sign in with security key. Choosing next means that you agree. That's what I want to do. Select the start button, go to the settings account, sign in with local account. I want to make a local account. Come on, internet. So, Windows 11. Installation. Local account only. How to set without a Microsoft account, without those, both of them are good, I think. Let's have a look. Reddit. It's only with a Pro maybe. Oh my god. Let's hope not. You get sick with all these ads, right? No ads on our websites. I trust you. Donate. I'm not waiting for money from ads. That's the Wi-Fi. Second keyboard, yeah. Here. Confirm the name of the local account. Who's going to use this account? Shift F10. Okay. Oh my god, sickening it is. Okay. Shift F10. Shift F10. Alright. IP. Okay. IP config release is one of the things you should know, is the releasing the IP address of your computer. Basically, you've got no internet anymore, which means maybe he knows, and maybe we get the choice. I'm afraid not. Can't go back anyway. Oh, really? Click the back button. I don't have a back button anymore. I don't have a back button. We're stuck here. We really are. So, Control R, rebooting Windows. That's the left control, right control, and R. Let's see. Yeah, yes. Keyboard, Belgian. Gonna be in Dutch now, I think. Skip. Alt F12, too soon. Alt F12, Alt, no, Shift F10. Shift F10, IP config release. Voila, this can go. And it's test. Come on. I should have said just a moment. Voila. Still no local accounts. Let's see. Shift F10. ipconfig release. I'm really sure that there's no internet. And what do they say? Close the command, go back. Back button. I have no back button. We don't have internet, so this is actually going to the internet, it seems. I've learned that much. Now we're waiting for a connection. Escape. It's one way of wasting a life. Wanting to install Windows with a local account. Right Control R again. Super F10. Nope, Control F10, Eric. And then IP config release. We have got no internet anymore. That's gone.
To set up your device using a screen reader.
Did you hear the voice there? A screen reader. Skip. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up. This is no fun anymore. All right. Tom's Hardware. Come on, explain me. Yep, that's exactly what I don't want to do. Cut off the internet. Yep, done that. Hit enter, disable internet. Click the back arrow. Well, I don't have the back arrow. There is no back arrow. Upper left corner of the screen. Yep, okay. So this thing seems I'm missing an arrow. Don't think it's normal that we should reboot here. Or it might. What a misery. He says to keep working till the Microsoft account, but here we don't have an arrow, my friend. That is gone. They've seen your tutorial. It's gone. We are off. Click the back arrow. There is no back arrow. Okay. Is there a new article? Let's see, 19 September 2022. There seems to be an dummy account used for bypassing the Microsoft account requirement. Look at that. I can give it a go. Where was it? Next. Now we do have an arrow. The next page, enter any password you like to complete the steps. Now click on some passwords. Maybe I'll use Eric, so I'll later know it. Sign in. Something went wrong. Next. That's good. Who's going to use the device? Now we're getting somewhere. This is a local account. Because now it says, even better, use an online account. No. Oh my God. Can we skip this? The first pet was Eric. And the name of the city where I've been born is Eric. And question number 3, childhood nickname? Well, they called me Eric. Sigh, right? Wow. No. 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 Oops. Except then, no. 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 Et voila. Wow. So the last thing that got me through the list here was the BBOM article saying there seems to be a dummy account. I'm gonna remember this. @a.com, and then just go ahead and type some password. I used Eric here. It's a locked account. Oops, something went wrong. Error. Yes. And method 2. There's another way of doing things, but I'm already happy. It's unplug the Ethernet cable. And then it might work as well, but whatever, right? We're through. Yes, again, a few minutes, right? A while. So let's pause the video, because how long will this be? Yes, there we are, right? A few days ago, somebody asked, can we run Adobe applications on ArcoLinux, right? And I gave him, of course, the tip. Don't keep Windows application on Windows and Linux application on Linux. Don't go mixing things up, Wine and all these guys. I'm not teaching it, I'm not doing it. Why not install Windows 11 on, of course, a powerful machine? It needs CPU, it needs RAM. And then of course you can say, okay, let's go in ArcoLinux, go inside the virtual machine and then do your work there. But the easiest way, the best way, is still use the complete power that the hardware has and use a bay. So let's make this bigger. I want to have my display a bit bigger. So landscape. This guy I want to adjust, but I suppose I can't because Windows Update. Let's see, system, and then last line about. Probably need to do this, right? A product key thingy, and then I'll be able to do it supposedly. I think that's the reason, right? No product keys there. So we'll just have to do it with this. What's important is to use disk management. Have a look at it. Windows looks at the system, at the SSD, as the VirtualBox, as a little bit of UEFI, a big chunk of NTFS, and then some healthy recovery partition. You can actually start shrinking volumes here, which I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna say this was it, right? Shut down. This was it. I've got myself a Windows 11 machine eventually, right? Took a lot of work, a lot of reading, well, 2 articles. And now I'm gonna put in my CD-ROM one of our ArcoLinuxes. And the one I've built this morning is here. Let's see. The date 11/10/11. Yes, that's a new one. The Plasma is the one of this morning. So let's take this one. Open. Start. Now I need to boot with not Windows. Windows is already busy. Control R. I need to be able to get inside the F2, F8, escape, del. It's always a different key binding on all these machines. I need to be able to boot up with a different, well, in this case, optical driver rather than the VDI thingy. Now I think I'm messing it up with QEMU, and QEMU we can do something there, but here just need to remember one thing. That's how to get to the BIOS or motherboard setting. What was that again? So I'll just do a Control F and then Control R, reboot. I'm going for Alt F2. I don't know. So Control R, Alt F2. Yes, Alt F2 is the right one. I'm gonna say boot from ArcoLinux B. So I'm gonna give control over the Windows setup, give it to Calamar. Say, you do it. You shrink whatever you need to shrink, you change whatever you need to change, and let Calamar do the job. And the difference being, I'd like to have a UEFI, if possible, after Windows, so we don't mess UEFIs up. One UEFI Windows, the other UEFI the other guy. Let's see if that's possible. So, advanced installation or easy installation. And this method doesn't really matter in this project. Well, of course, you've got more choices, but I just go over all of them and don't mind them. The point is, I want to have a Belgian keyboard, and here, right, this one is NTFS. So 1, 2, and 3. there is a little bit of unknown left in between, and a little bit here at the end. Can I install alongside? Can I do it here? Because that's enough space, right? Now this one is like 50-50. Yep, it's more 50-50. This is 200, so 100. Okay. Now, this is the Windows Boot Manager. Where is my UEFI? There is none, right? And we can't select here. No, nothing to select. We can replace and everything is gone. That's not the idea either. I can remove everything. That's also not the idea. So I guess I need to go for a next. The problem is this thing is too big. So I'm gonna cancel everything. Yes. I'm gonna run gparted first and tell him that this 200 GB of Windows needs to be resized. 50-50 we said somewhere. Can't we drag this? Okay, well, resize, do it, apply. An error has occurred. Okay, close, resize, a little bit less. Not possible. Close. Is it perhaps mounted? What's this? Aha. That's Windows. Unmount. Let's see. SDA3. So I don't think that's possible. So we'll do a Control R. Let's see if Windows makes it possible to shrink. Yeah, I know. Restart. Eric has a password and a local account. So we're gonna do it this way then. Disk management. For what I have in mind, that's the CD-ROM. Is the C one. So this one is the one I like to shrink. Let's see. And size available. So if I would do this, shrink. I got myself 120 for Windows and this is unallocated. I think it's done already. Whoops, that's fast. I believe it's done already. So that's it. For me, nothing to do here. Shut down. Alt F2 was it? To boot up with USB. Quickly, Alt F2, Alt F2, Alt F2. Too late, too late, too late, too late. So, Super Q, Alt F. Let's make this big. Control R. Alt F2. Too late. Control 2. Alt F2. Yes. Boot Manager. It's tricky. It's too fast to boot up. Let's see if gparted finds that the Windows is now smaller. Yeah, it's a lot of work, right? 45 minutes in the video. Now I assume, well, I shouldn't assume, Eric, you always say, never assume, ask. So, do what you say and say what you do. That's one thing I would like to do, but also, don't forget, have a look. So we have 81 gigabytes unallocated, the gray stuff. Is the gray stuff there for Calamares? Next, Belgian, next, and we have some stuff here. So install alongside, we could actually not select that, so it's unselectable, but we can say manual partition, next. I've got myself free space, so I can create a FAT32, which is gonna be boot EFI. Not sure if I need it. I'm gonna try it out, right? Trial and error, that's how we learn. And I believe that there was at some point in time in Calamares when it was empty, and I think I read somewhere can't be empty, so I'm gonna give it a label. Now this is way too much, so 500 megabyte is more or less what we need. FAT32, boot EFI, boot, let's see, right? I've got myself this. And the rest, I really don't care. I'm not gonna go for swaps and all that, but I can show you, but so this is the root. We don't need anything anymore. I'll just take all the rest, unallocated. And the other guy is the Linux swap, if you want it. Okay. Always for the keep it simple and stupid approach, no home. And then, next, back. I wonder what it's doing with the grub here. Where can I tell it? Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a manual thingy. I always stick to the keep it simple and stupid approach. But this looks good. But we used to have a drop down to tell that's grub, right? Maybe he knows now. Just like that. Artificial intelligence, baby. So create me as a result of SDA. You have for what is boot, set up new FAT32 with mount point, boot EFI, install it. Let's see what he does. Huh? And if it doesn't work, you try something else. But again, don't dual boot. Use a bay. And let's pause the video. And then at some point in time, right, enter. It's done. Let's have a look. What do we get? What ISOs are still in there? Ooh, look at that. So we've got ourselves an ArcoLinux Windows boot. Okay, let's first have a look at this one. Analyze, always analyze, right? So I got here basic data partition, SDA5. We've got normally G-parted, that's one thing. And there's also KKK, there it was, partition manager. So two of them, if you're on Plasma, you have KT partition manager. and you analyze. So we have this one. And little bit pieces there, and then we have the big NTFS. This should be boot EFI. Let's have a look. Oh, but we best do this, ls block. Let's see. Boot EFI SEA6. So this one, what is this one? This one is this one. Boot EFI, here he is. That's ours. We do want to look inside actually. Open terminal. Let's become root and have a look at ls cd EFI ls cd EFI ls cd boot ls, okay, and cd ArcoLinux ls. So these files are in there. Okay, what's this basic data partition thingy? That's your document sense settings, so your C drive, and we see the program files here, program data, recovery, the users, there's Eric. So that's the everything except the boot, the UEFI. Now I wonder, how was I able in the past to take a look at the content of the UEFI of Windows? So this one is for Windows. I haven't touched this one. I have made my own little boot EFI after all that's Windows. So first you install Windows, and this has been now around, I think, 6 months or so on a laptop. So I keep updating Windows 11 and everything stays, well, good looking. I mean, the grub doesn't change. It's Windows that boots up by default. That was not the case here, I guess, right? And so that's already explained like a ton of times with the grub customizer. ArcoLinux is first. All you need to do is go for the Windows boot manager, up, stop, save. That's it. It's very technical. And now, if we boot up, it's gonna be Windows playtime. Restart. So this is a setup that I've been trying for the last 6 months or so. So now, if I don't touch anything, it's the Windows boot manager on device SDA1. Yeah, I've been doing lots of Control R's, right Control R, which is actually rebooting it hardcore, right? Poof, no electricity. So he thinks something went wrong, but no, not really. But I'll get the blue thingy, right? There you go. And then you can do some advanced if you want. Continue and go to Windows 11, and you'll be just fine. There is some kind of trigger in the Windows partition. Something went wrong. It tries to recover it. So there you go. I've got myself an account, which probably I can't update since I don't have a key on this one. But that's the problem, right? With updates, things coming in, and he's gonna override stuff, and some of the updates write something in the boot. I can download, cool. And if they write something in the boot, yeah, what's gonna happen if you have Manjaro there, Garuda there, and ArcoLinux there, and all the other guys, right? I've made a video about that as well, but it's super technical, that little bit. And I find this, until now, 6 months, more or less, found this to be working for me, right? Making a separate UEFI and telling, here's grub, have a look, grub, what's around here, and let him take charge of the boot up. That's something we did change, right? It's not the normal Windows boot up, it's the grub that takes care of the launch and then takes care of Windows. All right. Not sure if we need to wait for all this. A lot of installation, and this needs to be installed. Thing is, right, watch out for dual booting. You'll mess things up, simply put. So one operating system per machine would be best. This video has been a long video, 56 minutes. I'll see if I can find the websites again, the ones I've used. 2, 1, be able to install Windows 11 on VirtualBox was not possible, and I didn't want to have the Hotmail account for me, my Microsoft account. I just wanted a local account, which was not easy to get to, but this one worked for me. And voila, so two important tips, I guess, in this video. And third tip might be, try it out, see if you can make a separate UEFI, and then let's grub take control over the boot process and say Windows 11 first, because hey, work comes first, and a line underneath if you still want. Well, we should maybe test it just for you. Otherwise you'll ask me later, Eric, can we still boot if we switch between Windows and Linux and Windows and Linux? Can I go back to Linux again? So first Linux, then Windows, and now back to Linux. Is it still okay? Is everything still working? Another thing you'll probably ask is, what if sudo pacman -s you do a grub thingy, right? There's a new grub coming in, you get a new installation. What happens? Now this is going to grub install already. That's this little line, and that extra line is another hook that we have in place in ArcoLinux. That's all of this. So did we break things? That's the question that might pop up. So you see here a few lines more, but did we break anything? Yeah, there is something new here. You see, there is something strange. We should be able to fix that, right? So the E, you take a look at the E. Why is this doing this thing, right? 4E, and here we have another line pointing to exactly the same thing. So it's double at this point in time, and it's this one that wins. This, if you don't click anything, it's that one that wins and not the Windows Boot Manager. So doesn't really matter which I choose, 1 or 3. Let's choose 3 just for the fun. And what I'm gonna do, so if I have a grub update and I do a grub install and I do a grub update, I have to remember to do a grub customizer. What did he do? So first of all, script click save to apply the changes. So this looks okay, right? Save. This looks okay. First window boot manager. But I am gonna do it again. Update grub. And let's see. That looks normal. Oh, and then the grub customization thingy again. Is this still looking normal? Yes. Save. Let's see. Restart. And then do an restart here, then back to Linux, then back to Windows. I should keep working, right? But there's some, knowledge is everything. Yeah, there's some things you should know. I'm gonna do something for me. Control T, sudo pacman -s linux xenmod LTS Linux zenmod LTS headers. So that's been tested again. If you don't have the Broadcom, right, if you don't have that piece of hardware for the wireless Broadcom, don't have it, don't need it, sudo pacman -r, remove it. Is there for people to have support for this particular driver. Seems we still need a lot of updates. No, just the one. That's okay. And then we reboot. Sudo reboot. Let's see if we just change kernel, what happens to our system. Wrong LTS. Voila. We boot up. Last time to Windows, and then the video is at the end. 1 hour. That's long enough. Super X. Restart. This time it's work again, or Adobe, right? Keep it separate. Windows stuff on Windows, Linux stuff on Linux. Don't start with all the various possibilities, I know, but it's not my thing. I use the Bay to switch SSD. And I'm shutting down, right? This thing can go. Well, maybe I'll keep it around for a bit. As you know, as I've told you, I've been testing this on a laptop, an AMD actually. Yeah, with, I'm not sure which graphical driver is on there. I'll check it out. But it has been working like this for a few months, I think around 6. So that seems to work as an idea to keep the EFIs out of each other way, out of each harm's way, right? Windows, you got the beginning, and UEFI for Linux somewhere in the middle. Could I make the video a little bit longer? Could I, should I, would I? No, I'm not gonna. All right, cheers.